Hello everyone, I want to chime in on the whole incident that broke the internet. And it just don't matter. Whatever this president do, whatever this president tweet, it will never be good enough. It would always be some about race. It'll always be something that he don't care, he's fake, he's lying, he's only doing this for this, he only doing this for that. I have came to the conclusion that it don't matter what this man do. He can cure AIDS. He can take away all the violence over the world, and they still will be mad at him. So you have to understand this. I'm starting to believe that, well, it ain't that I'm starting to believe. I'm seeing that anything he do will be attacked. So it's like, what do? You see them attacking him. And it's just like, it's up to you to weave through all of the nonsense that's going on out here in America. You know what I'm saying? The word racism has been watered down. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about watered down to the point you don't even believe anything when they say anything about racism anymore. Trump can't talk to anybody that's black because that'll make him a racist. He can't call out anybody that's people of color that would make him a racist. He can't point out things that goes on in certain cities without them making it about race, because a lot of people of color stay there. These are the tactics. Listen, they shoved Mueller down our throats so much that in the beginning I'm thinking like, oh my God, like they about to come back something with Mueller. And you know what I'm saying? Like the media almost had me believing something with Mueller. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is so tiresome. Tiresome. Now you have Elijah Cummings, he runs Baltimore District. Now before any of this jumped off with the tweet that President Trump had made, Kimberly, that's a Fox News contributor. I don't know if she's a Fox News contributor. I would say she always on Fox News. I don't know for sure if she's a contributor or not, but she's always on Fox News. She's from Baltimore. Now, she been talking about how ran down Baltimore is. You know what I'm saying? She has been doing videos on it. She has a non-profit helping people down there. So, and then before that, this is the same city that almost burned down because of the stuff that happened with Freddie Gray. With the police killing with him. This is the same city that people have been outraged from because of the violence. Baltimore ranked in the top 10, I believe, with violence in the city. Poverty, kids illiterate rate is rock bottom. Kids can't even read and do math. I wouldn't say all kids, but a lot. They school system has an F, basically. Literacy amongst the black kids in Baltimore is extremely low. Now, you have Mr. Cummings that been in that district. I think they said, I hope I'm wrong when I say this, I think they said 36 years. 36 years. President Trump only been president 2 years. 2 years this man been president. Elijah has been running that district for 36 years. For 36 years, have nothing good have changed. The people have been complaining. People in that community have been complaining. You have some ladies that did an interview yesterday saying how they've been complaining about Elijah. Representative Cummings, been complaining, saying how he never even had a school drive. I want somebody to fact check that, because I know God. But then again, we have a representative here that's from Cleveland, Ohio, that's been running down the way project. She ain't never had one either, and she been in that district for about 10, 15 years. So I can believe that. I can honestly believe that. So you just have everybody want to blame Trump. No, I don't care if you're in a Republican district or a Democrat district. The people that represent your district, you voted them in to represent you and to make your district as good as it can be. You elect these people, get money to fund different things. These people are the people that can change your community. I interviewed my mayor here in Cleveland, Ohio, Mayor Frank Jackson. And the district I am in Cleveland is Democrats all the way around the board. All the districts, mostly in Cleveland, Ohio, are democratically, Cuyahoga County basically like Democrat. So I asked him, specifically asked him, and I will leave that link below with the interview I did with the mayor. I asked him, I said, why our districts can't look like Strongsville, Westlake, Rocky River? Now these are districts that's in the suburb. They're ran by Republicans. Republican ran districts. He told me, I guess, you know, the cities get money and it's up to your council person. I said, why our streets can't have the nice baskets that's hanging from the poles, the nice sidewalks, and it's so clean and pretty and nice looking? Why Cleveland can't look like that? So it's up to the people that's running your district to do these things. It is also take the community too. You know what I'm saying? The community gonna have to get some blame for this, because, well, hell, you can't even say nothing to people no more. I went to my friend, but she stayed in a nice district. It was Republican ran in Georgia. Her community, they have once a month where the whole community get together and they go clean up, barbecue, and they congregate with each other. This is what they do. You don't see that in the districts that I have been in, that I have lived in. You know what I'm saying? You can barely say stuff to anybody now. You can't even say stuff to kids. I remember when I was younger, everybody could say something to me, and dare me to get smart, I get my ass whooped by everybody. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that no more. Everybody they took paddling out of the school. Now you can't spank your kid. And you wonder why these kids running around doing half of the stuff they do, because parents, y'all took the power away from parents. You got kids divorcing parents. Like, how the hell my mama would have told me, get your shit and get out of my house. I divorce you quicker than you think you can divorce me. At least that's what my mama would have did. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we can't blame y'all mad at Trump for telling the truth. This man, ain't nothing that man said wasn't a lie. It don't have nothing to do with just because you black stand in that community and he said something. These are the same issues that Baltimore has been crying out for. Then you had that crybaby on CNN. He a black grown man. A black grown man sit up on CNN, couldn't even force a tear out his eye, but tried to. Crying about a tweet. Oh, I'm from Baltimore. I went to school in Baltimore. I bet you 2 cents. His ass don't stay in Baltimore. I bet you he don't stay up where he grew up at. I grew up on 30th in the projects. I love my hood dearly. I still go down to the projects to this day, but I ain't about to go back there and live. That ain't the type of living conditions that I want to live in. And I stay right up the street. It ain't like I'm somewhere far, but I wouldn't stay there. Now, me saying that, does that make me a racist? Does that make me talk about the people of color that's there? No. It's making me tell the truth. I bet you don't stay there. Whatever his name. I guarantee you he don't stay. I bet you he don't stay where he grew up at. I bet you that. I bet you he in a nice gated community. Go live in Baltimore since it's so nice to you. Since it brings you back so many good memories. Go stay there. You won't do that. I know you're going to sit on your CNN platform in your suburban neighborhood that you live in now and talk about how great it is. But I bet you won't go raise your kids there. That's a fact. I'm not going to go raise my kids down the way in the projects. I'm trying to move away to a better neighborhood to get, well, I got one son that's in the Navy, but I got one that's 16. You know what I'm saying? So I want to move him out of the type of environment just to show him something different. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore has been complaining about what's going on in Baltimore. It's sad. That's just like if President Trump get into it with our mayor right now and he say, he ain't like, I want somebody for Cleveland to get on and act like we just so mistreated. No, because the crime here in Cleveland is they killing the kid. Fact check this. They is killing the kids and the women in Cleveland now. Forget the dudes killing each other. They killing the kids. Ain't even safe. Kids getting killed in drive-by shooting. Kids happening to mothers, women getting their head blown off, found with bullets. You know what I'm saying? So what do we say about that? Do we blame President Trump because he called out what goes on? And then I like what the mayor and the councilman did from Baltimore. See, a lot of times people think, you know what I'm saying, that if the Trump call you out, that okay, we're going to get these certain groups of people in front of the camera and they're going to go ham. Now, the mayor and the councilman, they did condemn Trump and said they said they didn't like his choice of words of this is that. But they also said, we are willing to work with you. Help us fix. The man basically was crying out for help on TV, telling them, please come help us. Why he ain't asked his councilman, his one that run his representative? Why he didn't ask his representative to please come help him? He didn't say not one time that Representative Cummings do good things for the community. He's this, he's that. Only thing he was concerned about the choice of words that Trump used, but he asked him to come help him. That was powerful right there. Now I ain't never seen nothing like that. He ain't that mad that he's foolish to act like he don't know what's going on in Baltimore. Yeah, he ain't like what he said. But he ain't that mad to act like he don't need help there. Now it'll be something else if Trump flood Baltimore with the resources that he need and uplift Baltimore. What y'all gonna say then? Cause y'all been talking about how long he been sitting the representative been sitting in that seat, ain't did nothing. The lady said the man ain't even had a back to school drive. Let me tell you, I grew up this is my 7th annual back to school drive I'm having in Cleveland, Ohio. The projects I grew up in, I give one every year. If I don't have one physically that year, I will go to our recreation center and I would drop off book bags, and the people, anybody coming there, they can grab a book bag if I don't hold a physical event. But I hold a physical event where I give away free school supplies. The kids get their hair cut. The girls get their hair done, braided, whatever they want to do. We feed them. We play games. We have bouncy houses. I talk to the parents. I try to give them all the resources. This is what I do in my community. I'm only one person. I have a nonprofit. I don't have no big money behind me. I don't have no big donations. I can barely get donations, and I post this, and they know it's for the kids. I have about 3 or 4 people that we put this on our backs every year, and we pull it off. You know what I'm saying? So how is it that you're a representative that I'm pretty sure you could call all these major corporations because of your status and get book bag donation, get school supply donation? Because first of all, these corporations have to give away some money. So I mean, them doing that, that's a plus for them. and you have not gave back to your community. And I can believe her, because the Phyllis Cleveland, that's the representative, that's the councilwoman that's in Fifth Ward in Cleveland, Ohio. She ain't did nothing. She ain't never had a back to school drive. She ain't never had a community engagement came out. And I'm giving up back to school. My event is August 25th. And some people that I'm letting partner with me talking about Phyllis Cleveland want to come. I said, no. Come for what? She ain't came in 7 years that I've been doing it. What I need you to come for now? Oh, because she about to try to get a representative seat. One of them seats in Washington, like what Representative Cummings. She going, you ain't about to come pimp this event and act like you doing something. No, you're not. So you stay your ass where you been staying for the past 15 years. You ain't did nothing for Donna Way. And you ain't coming to my event acting like you a part of this. Because one thing I don't play, I play about a lot of things. I know I get on the internet and I talk about politics. You know what I'm saying? I go back and forth. But I don't play when it comes to my nonprofit, because I'm very, very serious when I'm dealing with them kids and them people down there in the projects. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't play with them. This ain't something that I'm trying to do to get recognition, because these are people's lives. And some of these kids, this are only school supplies and haircuts they gonna get for the whole year. One dude came back with the same shoes I gave him last year. So I don't play when it come to my nonprofit. I don't let you ain't gonna manipulate. You ain't gonna come down here think you get some brownie points. I don't want no brownie points. All I want to see is the kids happy, them get what they gonna get. But you ain't coming to my event. So if you ain't engaging in your community, what y'all keep on talking about? He's a something. We don't listen. Okay, he marched with Martin Luther King. You want a donut? Okay, you marched with a part of the civil rights movement. You want a donut? You want a brownie? Okay, what have you did afterwards? For 36 years in Congress, what have you did? Because the last 2 years, all you did was investigation and crime over illegal immigrants. When Kim just did a video about the housing, because that's a lot of stuff that go on in poverty districts, them abandoned houses. Like we just demolished a few abandoned houses because a little girl got on the school bus. I forgot her name, from Cleveland, Ohio. She was going to school or whatever, and the man abducted her and killed her and put her in one of them abandoned houses. They tore down the house. See, we have a lot of stuff happen in abandoned houses. And that's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have abandoned houses in the suburbs. It's a lot of things you can't have in the suburbs that I don't understand that in urban communities you can have. Now in the suburb, not in Cleveland, in the hood, and no disrespect to my Arab Muslim brothers and sisters. It's we call them Arab stores. I don't know if that's improper, but hell, that's what we call them. It's an Arab store on every corner. Damn near every corner in Cleveland, Ohio. It's a liquor store within 4 or 5 miles from each other. But if I go in Strongsville, I ain't seen no Arab stores. I don't see those kind of stores in that kind of district. So it's just like, why is it that you can be one place and not the other? Why is it that all this it's 50 million liquor stores in Cleveland, but it's probably one in a suburban, or it's and mainly the places you might catch one in the plaza, but most of the liquor stores are inside of a grocery store. It ain't like like here we got liquor stores everywhere. So we have to ask ourselves, why do we allow all this stuff in our community and other communities that they not having it? And not to say that it's something wrong with having Arab stores there or in the communities, but Why they not flooded in other communities? Why are they only targeted in our communities? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. These districts need help. Now, some people go back and forth with me like, well, statistically showing it's people in white low poverty neighborhoods and this that. I can't speak on something I don't know about. I can only speak about what's going on that I see in my district. I can't speak on what's going on in another district. Or no, I can't speak on poverty coming from a Republican ran district, because I have always lived in democratically ran poverty districts. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, why are y'all mad? Instead of worrying about illegal aliens at the border coming over here flooding our country, why do you don't put that same energy in your district? I ain't seen, don't have these people Twitter feeds that's running these districts said anything about their districts. Only thing they have been saying is about illegal immigrants and Donald Trump, what Donald Trump has said. I mean, that stuff is just totally insane. Totally insane. Now you can sit up here and act like what's happening in Baltimore isn't true if you want to. Just because the president said it, now it's race. The word racism is just water. I mean, y'all water that down so much that it's not even hold no weight. I'm 37 years old. I probably had 2 incidents with racism in my life. I got 2 teen black boys. They haven't experienced racism so far. Thank God. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Racism do happen in America. But it ain't like we living in the 50s and 60s. You ain't finna sit up here and act like that's happened like it used to happen in the 50s and 60s, to where we can't even drink out the same water fountain, where we can't even walk down the street without somebody calling us something. I had 2 incidents where somebody called me the N-word, and I went crazy on them. I went crazy on them. Other than that, I ain't had no. I don't be fearful when I walk out my door. My kids ain't never told me, Mom, I'm scared to go outside because I'm a black child. I don't even first of all, I don't even enforce that type of fear on my kids. What I do tell them is you be respectful of adults. And if adult is doing something that's out of your control, and you a kid, you come tell your mama. That's what I'm for. But don't you take matters. I got this. So it's just like, and it's just crazy how people just taking up as if Donald Trump is lying about Baltimore, when Baltimore was wasn't Baltimore just on fire? Wasn't it just looting in Baltimore? Isn't Baltimore, go on the FBI data statistic thing and see what's going on in Baltimore, and then you come back and tell me what Donald, they ain't gonna say. Now infested is a racist word. Jesus, it's because it ties back to, that's what they told Jews at the Holocaust. Y'all people are ridiculous. CNN and April Ryan, if it wasn't for Sean Spicer saying the things you did, CNN wouldn't even paid you no attention. You would be just like the rest of them people sitting in the pool, taking that one incident with CNN with you and him, which he was wrong with telling you what, because I don't like when people, that was disrespectful. But if your whole demeanor has changed. Now you sitting up there talking about it's rats and roaches, it's rats in the White House, but you carry your motherfucking ass up there every time to go do it. Do an interview. You're crying because they haven't had a press conference, but it's so rat infested. It's so rat infested. Obama there was 8 years. Did you talk about the rats when he was there? Them rats. So you trying to say the rats came when President Trump came? That's how goofy, man. I'm really believing some of them people when they left CNN, the stuff that they say they had y'all saying on TV, because it just goes to show. Oh, dude, when he was crying on TV, he was still reading from a script. That didn't come from the heart. You could look at him and tell he was reading from a script. But these are the games that they play with all of us. So, I mean, you can believe half of this stuff you want to or whatever. That's, I mean, some stuff you just have to have common sense. And at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. We are living in a world where the truth becomes racism. Those are facts. Everybody have a blessed day and be ready for whatever going to come on today, because I'm convinced. I mean, they got to keep it going. They're going to keep this going until he's out of office. I can't wait. I'm so eager for Trump to do his other 4 years and get out of office, because I want to see how all this is going to play out. Everyone have a blessed day.